All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about how to completely transform your presentations. We're going to move way beyond just boring bullet points and really uncover the power of using visual aids to make what you say stick.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You're up there, you're sharing something you really care about, but you look out at the audience and just blank stares. You can feel you're losing them, but you're not quite sure why. Well, that feeling of disconnect, that's exactly what we're going to fix.
And this right here is the whole idea. It's about a total shift in how we think. Visuals aren't just there to make your slides look pretty. No, they are powerful strategic tools for communication. And trust me, once you start seeing them that way, everything changes.
So, let's really get into why this is so important. What can a picture do that words alone just can't? Well, it turns out they have about 3 superpowers we need to talk about. Okay, first up, visuals are absolute attention magnets. I mean, in a world where we're all constantly distracted, a really compelling image or a simple, clean chart, it just cuts through all that noise and pulls your audience right in. It's the hook that makes them literally lean forward and wonder, okay, what's next?
Second, they make complicated stuff simple. Did you know our brains process images something like 60,000 times faster than text? Think about that for a second. You could spend 10 minutes trying to describe a complex system, or you could just show a simple diagram that your audience gets in a heartbeat. It's like a direct bridge to understanding.
And here's the big one, making things stick. People remember what they see. Seriously, studies show that if you pair your message with a relevant visual, your audience will remember about 65% of it 3 days later. With words alone, that number drops to just 10%. A good visual anchors the information in their memory, making sure your point lasts long after you've left the stage.
All right, so now you're on board. But what kind of visuals should you actually be using? The best way to think about it is like a toolbox. You wouldn't use a hammer to saw a piece of wood, right? Well, the same thing goes for presentations. Let's open up that toolbox and see what we've got. So here's a quick look at the main tools in our kit. We've got everything from digital stuff like PowerPoint and infographics, which are amazing for structure and data, all the way to more hands-on things like whiteboards and even physical props that can bring an idea to life right in front of everyone. Each one has its own special strength, so let's check out a few.
Let's talk about infographics. These things are just fantastic. They can take a mountain of data or a really complex process and just boil it all down into one single, easy-to-digest image. If you need to tell a story with a lot of numbers, fast, an infographic is going to be your best friend.
You see this chart? This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I could just tell you that audio plus visuals is more engaging, but look at this. Showing you the data makes the point instantly. You can see that massive jump in engagement for yourself. That's the magic of charts and graphs. They make comparisons and trends totally undeniable.
In this comparison here really shows the different vibes you can go for. On one side, you have PowerPoint. It's polished, it's professional, it's all planned out. And on the other side, you've got a whiteboard, which is all about real-time, spontaneous collaboration. Look, neither one is better, they just do completely different jobs.
And hey, let's not forget these two. Actually bringing in a physical model or some kind of prop can make a really abstract idea suddenly feel completely real. And if you need to show a process in action or just inject a burst of energy, a short video or a quick animation can do things that a static image just can't. Okay, that's a lot of tools. So how in the world do you pick the right one? I know, it can feel a little overwhelming, but luckily, it all boils down to one simple, incredibly powerful rule.
This is it. This is the golden rule. It's not about what's the flashiest or the most high-tech. It's about what is going to best serve your message and connect with the people in the room. Are you trying to explain a heavy data set? You probably want a chart. Trying to brainstorm with a small team? Grab a whiteboard marker. Purpose and audience. First, last, and always.
And let's never forget this super important point. The visuals are there to support you. You are the star of the show. Your message, your delivery, that's what truly matters. The best visual aids amplify your voice. They never, ever drown it out.
So let's pull all of this together. When you really master these tools, you're not just decorating your presentation, you're amplifying your message. You're making it clearer, stronger, and way more memorable. So here it is, your framework for success. The why, to capture attention, improve understanding, and increase retention. The what, your entire toolbox from slick slides to simple props. And the how, by focusing relentlessly on your purpose and your audience. That's it. That's the whole secret. So the next time you're getting ready to present, Don't just think about what you're going to say. Think about what you're going to show. You have the tools, you have the strategy. The only question left is, what are you going to create?